Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. And today we're talking about something that's a question that's often asked this time of the year or more into the winter, which is I don't know if I can even use my fireplace. It's been sitting over there in the corner. I have not used it in a long time. Is it okay? Can I burn it? We've had some people when we had our freeze that used their fireplace when the power was out and had issues, right? In Sugarland, they had multiple people die. So how do I know? And that is a very simple answer to that question, which is have your fireplace inspected. And I'm not talking about a home inspection. I'm not talking about the next door neighbor. I'm talking about someone who's certified, who can come in with a camera system, look inside, look for cracks, look for holes. Has it ever been struck by lightning? Has it ever had chimney fires? Has it had long-term water leaks? What's going on? Let's tell the story. And at least with our technicians, or there's other companies that do that as well, but make sure you're getting all this. What is the story behind your fireplace? If that fireplace has been there for a long time, you may not have even been there. Did it have a fire in it, in the chimney where it's not supposed to be when you weren't living there? Was it struck by lightning? Has it had major water leaks? A lot of times they'll fix the water leak, but not actually fix the results of the water leak. That's quite common, even for people to ask us, like, hey, we're never going to use this again, but we can't allow water to continually leak into it. So can you just fix the water leak, but leave the fireplace alone? People ask us that all the time. And quite honestly, it's their house. So we do it. We fix the water leak and tell them, hey, don't use this fireplace. There's a lot of things wrong with it. But we've stopped the at least initial deterioration of water leaking in. So even if it's been repaired, has it been completely repaired? Or did they just put a patch on it? Or did they put a patch on the leak? We've seen that too, where they don't really fix the leak long term. They just put a short term patch on it. And then 6 months, a year later, 2 years later, it starts to leak again, which is predictable with the type of repair that was done. And the answer to that question is the person who's doing the repair is looking for the cheapest possible short term solution. Not the most cost-effective long-term solution for value, but just let's put some tar on it. Let's put some caulking on it. Let's short-term fix this leak, but it's not good long-term value. And some people, as they're trying to sell a house, this is not a long-term house for them. They're not thinking long-term. And if you're buying a house looking long-term, and home inspectors can catch some of this stuff, but not all of it, the very best ones will recommend people like us to come and do an inspection after them because there's no way for them to see. They don't have the proper equipment. So before you say, okay, I'm comfortable using this fireplace, regardless if it's been used for a long time or not at all, have it inspected. This is the time right before winter. We still have appointments open, but as we get more cold, as we get closer to the winter, we are going to get busier and it's going to be harder to get on our schedule. So this is just sort of the last warning of, hey, this is the last attempt where you have flexibility, where if we have to do repairs, order parts, anything else, or just tell you it's good, who knows? But if we have to do repairs, we need some time. If we have to order parts, if yours is a fireplace where you have to go to a manufacturer and order parts, we have to see if there's still parts available. How long do they come in? Do they come in damaged? There's all these things that go on. And we want to make sure it gets done before we get to the winter. Otherwise, we get the comment, well, if it's going to take that long, I'll just wait till next winter. And then it gets put off again and again and again. So last call, this is time. Let's get those fireplaces in working order. And if they are in working order, let's inspect them to make sure they still are. Because even if they were at one time working well, stuff changes. Things get older. Things fail. It requires maintenance. This is not a maintenance-free thing. I know it seems like that sometimes because it sort of sits in the corner, doesn't do anything, and you don't use it. It still requires maintenance because if it's leaking water or getting critters in it, stuff like that, it can do long-term damage. So now's the time. Get it inspected. Let's get everything fixed so that the winter can go well for everybody. So I really appreciate it. Please share it, like it, make comments. It really, really helps us help more people. So thank you.